Hello, my name is Carl Van Newkirk, and I'd like to talk to you about the course on Arlington history that I will be presenting in the spring of 2025. I've been teaching this course for a long time, but one of the things that I particularly like about it is that every year I find something new to talk about, and so the course is never exactly the same from year to year, and this year is no exception. Another thing that I particularly like about it is that each session of the course is taught in a different historical location in Arlington County. We will begin with a visit to the newly renovated Arlington Historical Museum. And our second session will be a visit to the secret hideaway of a silent film star. We will then visit the oldest house in Arlington. It's a log cabin that was built in 1743, and we'll talk about the daily life of a yeoman farmer in the 1700s. We then will visit the Arlington House, and in particular, we'll focus on the renovated slave quarters, and we're going to be talking primarily about the way that the enslaved population and the white population worked and lived and interacted with each other. In those days, blacks and whites were definitely not separate but equal. They were not equal and they were not separate. They lived on a daily basis with each other, sometimes cooperatively, sometimes antagonistically, in a rather complex lifestyle. We'll then visit a Civil War fort, and I'm hoping that we will again have the talk from John McNair, who is the expert on the soldiers who lived in the fort, and will tell us about them. We'll have a class in the Glen Carlin Community Hall, which is on the National Register and is in the middle of a historic community, probably not the oldest, but almost the oldest planned community in Arlington and one of the most successful. We'll also have a class in another planned community in Arlington, this one being built by the federal government to handle the housing shortage during World War II. And we'll conclude with a visit to an historic Black church, Callaway United Methodist. And I will ask a friend of mine who lives in the Halls Hill community and has lived there all her life. And also with her family, she was a participant in the historic lawsuit that ended up resulting in the desegregation of the Arlington schools, where Arlington was the first community in Virginia to desegregate its schools. I hope to see you all next spring.